Pan That Palette in order has always been a little bit of a slow project. Each month I aim to hit pan in one shade of my Pierre All Stars palette, but this month is a little bit different because we have hit 2 new pans for the first time in this project's history, and I am so excited to share my update with you guys today. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, make sure that you like and subscribe because I do so many project pans here on this channel, as well as get ready with me's, BYOPs, different crazy colourful eye looks. It is such a good time here, and I upload 7 videos a week, so you will never ever get bored here on my channel because 6 o'clock British time every single day I upload a brand new fun video for you guys to watch and enjoy. As always, everything on my face today will be linked down in the description box, so if you're wondering about anything on my face, if something takes your fancy, you know exactly where to find it. With that being said, let's jump in to my baby, my big baby, my 35 shade baby. So before I show you the before and afters, there was a little bit of a problem with this palette last month, and I asked your guys' opinion and you gave your opinion. So I was working on a orange shimmer shade, and the next shade after the orange shimmer was this kind of pinky mauvey matte shade, and that was very similar to a different shade in my main Pan That palette. So I was wondering, do you want me to just hyper focus on this pink and forget about my main Pan That palette? Or do you want me to keep focusing on my main Pan That palette and skip over that shade in this palette and come back to it at a later date? You guys said to skip over it, just ignore it, pretend it doesn't exist, really focus on my Pan That palette, which is what I thought I should do as well. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an opinion, a little bit of a say on this palette, what I do with this palette. So with that being said, I have skipped over the pink and I have continued on to the rest of the shades in this palette. So this is what it looked like last month. You can see we had 4 pans in this palette in order. We were working on the orange shimmer, and then after the orange shimmer, you can see that mauvey pinky matte shade. I got really good progress. I was struggling with this orange shimmer because it was a little bit of a strange shade. It is orange, but it has almost like a silver cool toned shift to it. So it's not cool tone, but it's not warm tone either. It was very strange. I really wasn't sure how to work with it. But this is what my palette looks like today. You can see we have hit pan on that orange shimmer. I am so excited about that. We have indeed, like I said, skipped over the pink. The bronzy shimmer shade already had pan on it, so of course we're skipping over that one as well. And the first shade on the second row has a pan in it as well. It is like a lid setting shade. Hit pan on that. I actually hit pan on that before the orange, so slightly out of order, but that's fine. 2 pans in 1 month for this bad boy. I'm so happy with myself. It's the first time that has happened. So let me talk about these shades, how I use them, all that fun stuff. So as I said, this orange, I actually have it on my eyes today, and maybe you can see what I'm talking about when you see it on my eyes. It is orange. You can see that it's orange, but it has this very light, cool toned, almost silveriness to it. So it is quite hard to pair with like warm looks because of this silver shimmer. But it's also really hard to pair with cool tone looks because it is orange. So this is the look that I primarily panned for this shade. The mattes in this are my Modern Renaissance, so I'm getting a lot of good use out of my Modern Renaissance, which is my continued Pan That palette for 2024. So I'm getting really good use on those. And this, as I said, pretty much is the look that I exclusively used this shade in. So last month I used this 8 times for a total of 12 uses to hit pan in it. Here we go. That seems to be about the magic number for this palette. Around 10 to 12 uses normally gets me pan. I'm really happy that I do have pan on it, and as I said, skipping over this pink, skipping over this bronze because it already had pan, and going straight down to this shade, this lid setting shade. So I only had to use this 7 times this month because it already had a little bit of a dip in it, and it was just a really easy shade to use. I like setting my lid before I do my main eyeshadow every day. So yeah, it was just really, really simple. I did go to my boyfriend's for quite a few days this month. I usually go every weekend, and this was the only palette that I took with me. So I do have additional use on this orange shade. I have additional use on this brown shade. I use that in my brows, but I haven't really counted it yet. But the only reason I use those is because I didn't really want to bring this and my Modern Renaissance and any other palettes that I was panning. I just wanted to bring this. So 2 pans. I am so excited about that. As I said, the first time that has happened, and that means that this is the next shade that I'm working on. And this has never actually been used. I can still see the little grid thing where it has been pressed. So together we are going to rub that off and give this a swatch. So here it is. It is a slightly warm neutral shade. It's really, really nice. I think this is definitely more me than super orange looks. I don't normally go for super warm looks. I usually do go for more cool tone looks, but this is definitely more neutral. And looking at this palette, I think this shimmer next to it is going to be a really, really good companion to that. So I'm going to swatch that as well. So this is what those two shades look like. The shimmer's definitely more warm toned and slightly darker. However, I think I can use those two together really, really well and really, really consistently. If I ever need just an everyday look, I'm sure I can use these two. So who knows, maybe there will be 2 new pans again next month. And then if we just, you know, look forward a little bit to this pink, it has a huge dip in it. So who knows, maybe even 3 pans next month, which I'm not setting in stone, okay? It's not 100% going to be 3 pans, but I think maybe I could do it. I don't know. Who knows? Let me know what you think. Do you think we'll have 1, 2, or 3 pans next month? I always love hearing your guys' opinions down in the comments. I am so proud of myself for this palette this month. 2 pans is always amazing. I mean, 1 pan is always amazing, but to have 2, it's even more amazing. I'm so happy with myself. The top row is pretty much done. I do have this pink, of course, but I'm really happy with how it looks. I am really, really excited to move on to these 2 shades. Hopefully I get really good neutral looks. I am looking for a part-time job right now, so if I do get a part-time job, these 2 will be the perfect work look. So who knows, maybe in a month, I'll have even more amazing progress on my Bella Pierre All Stars palette. So this is it. What do you think? Let me know. Are you still enjoying this project? I really, really am. I love eyeshadow pans. Obviously, all pans are great, but eyeshadow pans in particular are amazing. I absolutely love them. Definitely follow me on Instagram if you have not already. I do post stories of all the pans that I hit live in real time. It obviously does give you a little bit of spoilers, but who doesn't love a good spoiler? And I also do close-ups of really, really like colorful, intricate looks if you are interested in that as well. I'll link that linked down below, as well as everything on my face, like I said. But this is where I'm gonna love you and leave you guys. I hope you had an incredible day. Like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.